Hey, I just wanted to stop by real quick and drop a couple things on you real fast. We I'm just really excited about it. I was going to wait for a while, but I want to put it out there real quick and let you guys know that it's coming down the pipe here. We're putting the finishing touches on our resume guide, a resume writing guide. Many of you know that we do some stuff other than the website stuff. I do resume building, social media profile building, and that kind of stuff also. So I help people out do that kind of thing. So we just started developing a resume writing guide, and I did a lot of research. I recently found myself, not recently, but a while back, I found myself, I was back into the job market again, and so I had to pull out all my stuff and take a look and see, and start updating resumes and practicing for interviews and those kind of things. I realized a lot of my stuff was kind of out of date, so because it's been a while. So I started researching, updating, and doing all that stuff. And as I started doing it, I started getting that feeling that anxiety. I get what I'm talking about. That interviews are coming. They're gonna ask you a bunch of questions and dig in deep. So. In the past, wasn't really that big of a deal for me in the past, but I'm older now, and it's really hard to have somebody half my age sit there and ask me a bunch of questions. So, I went from interview to interview. I think I went through like about 6 or so interviews, and I started a trend that they were taking a long time. They're asking a bunch of and all this other stuff. I'm like, it's right there on the resume. It's right there on the application. Why am I answering all these questions? So, I just don't like being grilled like that. And so basically either live on top ramen and water, or I could suck and figure out what's going on. But I will tell you, just truth be told, I do like top ramen once in a while. It's kind of a guilty thing of mine every once in a while, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so, the second choice, though, and I think it's a much better one, was figure out how to shorten the conversations, how to get to the point. So, I looked at my resumes, I looked at the application, I tried to figure out what was going on and what kind of questions. And the questions they were asking me, I answered them perfectly, but I answered them perfectly for me. I didn't answer them perfectly for them. And so then that's the problem. A lot of times we answer questions and we do these kind of things, and we answer the way we think that it's supposed to be answered, when reality is supposed to be answered another way. So I reached out, I started to do some research. I went to a couple seminars on how to do resume writing and all of that. And I came back, with, this guide. Basically, I compiled all the information, and that's how I put together this guide. The nice thing, and here's the thing, I have, a lot of information, not just this guide too. So, there's what other stuff I'm putting just a ton of stuff in this guy. There's how to research keywords for your keywords for your resume and put them in a resume. We hear about keywords all the time. Well, they apply to your resume also. We want to make sure that you get your keywords in for the description and for the job description that you're going for. I have a whole bunch of information on how to write a resume if you don't have any experience. How to write a cover letter. Just a ton of information, step by step, from the cover letter to the different styles of that you can have out there. There's just a whole plethora of stuff, and so I kind of put it all back into a kind of a concise thing and into a guide for you to read, and it's free. I'm actually I'm trying to do the graphics and stuff for it right now, but I do have I can send some PDFs or an electronic copy. If you want one, just let me know. Let me know down below. Whatever. Go to the Facebook page. I'll put some links down below for all this stuff, and you can go ahead and check it out. I do recommend, it is 2019, if you haven't been out in the workforce in a while, or you're thinking about it, or you're thinking about re-entering, this is a good read. It's going to get you up to date on resume techniques, things that are up to date, things that recruiters and HR managers are looking for. You want to make sure that you're putting your resume together for them, and that you're putting your best foot forward. That's why it's so important to embrace this whole resume. What, whether do you do a resume? Do you do a CV? There's so many things that you can do out there, and and so many questions about the resume. Now, as I said at the beginning, you help people develop their resume, develop their LinkedIn profiles, those kind of things. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'll put a link down below to where you can go check out kind of things that we do and the packages that we do offer. They'd be reasonable. If you are military, prior military, current military, if you wore a uniform, if you're a first responder, was, or am a first responder, go ahead and note that down there in the comments section, because I get the stuff that's coming around the pipe here. We have a couple other things coming that the stuff for resume building and all of that stuff for you guys. I have a special package for you guys and to help you guys move forward and to emphasize what you've done. And I appreciate your service, and I want to extend that to you for your service. I'm a prior military, and I'm a retired firefighter, so I know how hard it is sometimes to reintegrate back into society. The society thinks a lot different than most of us do, and so getting back into it and getting to it, you need somebody that speaks that language, and I do. So go ahead and drop me a line if you need some help with your resume, if you need some help with the job hunt. I was also a financial advisor. If you're having some issues with that kind of stuff, just let me know. I can give you a hand with that too. Anyway, have a great day. This was supposed to be short. Sorry, I kind of got a little long there. Good luck in your job search, but if you get this guide, you won't have to worry about any luck. Have a great day.